Welcome back everyone, this is MandoAllDay, back to another video, and in this video, I'll be doing an overview of the Batman from the Flash movie wave. This is a 12-inch statue. I'll be talking about the statue itself in terms of the paint job, sculpture, and of course, if it's worth your purchase or not. Before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button and support channel to keep up to date and watch videos like this. So let's take a look at the front of the box, this side, the back, the other side, top, which is a bit damaged, unfortunately. It's all good though. And a bottom. Alright, now let's take a look at the statue outside the box. As always, they do come with a card. This is the front of the card looks like. The back of the card. It comes with no accessories, but it does come with a really big stand where you can see that's on there. And this particular statue does not come with any accessories as mentioned, but the Flash one does, which I'll do an overview of some other day. But anyways though, let's take a look at this statue. And I gotta say, that is a good looking head sculpture on this statue. Just look at the detail on it. It looks really good. The paint job itself is plain. It's plain black, not much to it. But the sculpture design is really good, very clean. You got the painted lips on there. You got the painted eyes. They're looking straight, which looks really good from the face, from the front, or even the side as well too. Really good sculpture design on it. You got more sculpture design here. Obviously, you got the little bat ears on there, which are very pointy. So keep that in mind. So in terms of the head sculpture, it looks really good, and the paint job is good as well too. I really like this head sculpture. It's big, it's massive, and it just looks really good. Really good job, McFarlane, on this particular statue. In terms of the cape, it has that leather look to it. Obviously, it's not, but it is loose and it is a bit thick, so keep that in mind. But it's not very stiff compared to the other one, which I'll do a comparison in a bit. So it's a bit loose on there, so if you have a little bit of wind on there, you can move that, or if you want to maybe put something in the back, hold it, you can do that as well too, if you would like to. So overall though, the head sculpture looks really good. Like I said, the paint job is really good. Mine did come with some kind of like scuff marks on it here on the top, which is unfortunate, but it's not a big deal for me. I say for me because I got a really good deal on this. I got the whole bundle. It includes all the items for the Flash movie wave, so having that deal and having that discount, it's kind of like, I'm okay with it, you know what I mean? So that's that. Let's take a look at the upper torso. And upper torso looks really good. Really good. In terms of the armor pieces, look really good. You got the shoulder pad on here. You got the gloss black. You got the gauntlets on here. Very detailed as well too. Got really detailed on the hands as well too. Painted black. But the black is a little bit different here compared to this. This has more like a matte look. This one has a little bit of a shine to it. I don't know why McFarlane did that, but maybe that's how it looks like in the movie. And in terms of the upper body, it just has like a glossy black look to it, which is fine. And then the other arm, not much to it. Same thing here on his right arm. Just the gauntlets on there. You got the gloves on there as well too. You get the nice shiny Batman logo, which looks really good. Then you got the belt on here too. It looks good too. Mine did come with these scuff marks here in the crotch area. I have no idea what the heck that is. So, oof. I don't know if it's by design or not. If you have the statue, let me know. Do you guys have scuff marks on here on the crotch area? Because mine has pretty bad scuff marks on here. So, I might report it to McFarlane and be like, hey, I don't mind some scuff marks here and there. But this is pretty bad because look at that. Even the fact that it's glossy, you can really see it. Because here it's glossy, but not a whole lot on the top. But here in the crotch, yeah, it's pretty darn bad. So I might report it to them, let them know, like, hey, look, this is what I'm seeing. So that's that, though. In terms of the upper body, I think it's a good-looking sculpture design. It looks clean. Again, very detailed. The paint job, it is plain, but it's black gloss. A little bit of, like, the matte black, a little bit. Obviously, they got the Batman logo on there, too. And I like how the Batman logo is a little different material. But overall, the upper body and the cape look really good, even just from a distance and also, too, from a side. It's giving that punching pose on there. Even the cape looks really good. So look at that leather look to it. It looks really cool. I'm really digging the sculpture on this statue. Now, unfortunately, this statue does not come with any articulation, because I know some other McFarlane ones do come with articulation. Not a whole lot. I know that one moves the head. This one does the arms. So not a whole lot, but I wish it did come with some kind of articulation. But it is what it is, though. So overall, though, the upper body, I think the sculpture design looks good, very clean looking, very detailed. Again, the cape looks really good, and the paint job is really good. The belt itself, I like the detail. I like there's a lot of variation. I just wish it was more defined. Like for instance here, yeah, you can really see the scuff mark. But anyways, I wish it was more separated or more different design. But maybe that's how it looks like in the movie. So that's that. Take a look at the back. The upper body back. A little bit of sculpture design. And again, more scuff marks on there. Yeah, this is a pretty bad one. So if you have this, again, if you have this statue, leave it in the comment section. Do you guys have a lot of scuff marks on the statues? Because this is pretty darn bad, man. Ouch. So I think I got a bad one for getting the bundle from McFarlane. I think the consequences is, yeah, you get a bundle, you get a discount, but you get some scuff marks. So there's that. Let's take a look at the lower torso. Again, more of that sculpture design on here. The glossy black. Oh, man, the crouch just looks really, really bad. Ooh, doesn't look really good. The knee pads on there look clean. Again, more scuff marks. Wow. This is a pretty bad, beat up statue. Yeah, I might report it to McFarlane, but maybe just look at pictures, maybe look at other videos of this statue because this is a pretty darn bad sculpture design, or scuff marks on it, excuse me. But you got the boot on there. It has like a little bit of green to it, black and green, which looks cool. You got a little sculpture design here on the feet. Very detailed sculpture design on the boot and the feet. You can see all the markings on there. It looks really, really good. Then the other leg as well too. Same design, just again, more detail, which looks really, really, really cool, man. Again, sculpture design wise, it looks fantastic. You got more sculpture design there as well too. It looks fantastic, but unfortunately mine did come with a lot of scuff marks. You see that right here as well too. So I'm hoping it's just my statue that comes with scuff marks and not anyone else's. So again, check your statues because mine don't come with a lot of scuff marks. So that's that. So all in all, what do I think about the statue? Regardless of the whole crotch scratch areas and so forth, what do I think about the statue itself? I think the statue looks cool. Limited articulation. It's not even limited. There's no articulation on it. But the paint job, it's good. It's clean. It's black with the gloss black, a little bit of matte. Of course, the yellow on there. You got some color on the feet as well too, or the boot, I should say. You got that green with black. It looks good. The sculpture design looks really, really good. And for the size, I think $40 for this statue, I think it's a fair price. Is it one of those statues you have to go rush out and get it? Yes. Unfortunately, yes, you have to because this is a Michael Keaton statue. And for the price you're paying of $40 for having something like this, I think it's a fair price. You don't get anything else, but it's Michael Keaton Batman. And right now, I know Michael Keaton Batman is like the one that people really want to get. So if you are interested in getting this statue, definitely get them before they're gone because I have a feeling this is going to be gone and you don't want to miss out. So just keep that in mind. But like I said, for the $40 price tag, I think it's a fair price. I think it's a good sculpture design, like I said. Articulation, there's none. The paint job, it's clean looking. It's good. Again, it's just black with matte black, a little bit of green. But overall, I think the statue looks really good. So the statue itself, appearance-wise, I give it a thumbs up. For the price, I would say $40. You can't hate on it. It's nothing. It's not going to break the bank per se. And I think $40 is fine. But again, definitely get them before they're gone because it's a Michael Keaton statue, Batman. And I have a feeling they're going to sell out and people are going to be paying $60 to $80 just for the statue. So there's that. Here we have the Michael Keaton statue from the DC Multiverse by Todd McFarlane. And here we have a Dawnbreaker from the Diamond Select era. I guess you could say era because they no longer make any DC statue, which is unfortunate. Because look at all this detail and paint job for $50. Can't go wrong with it. But just showing you how another statue for Batman looks compared to this one. Again, both look good, but of course this is going to look much better. This is only $10 more. For $10 more, you get a way more detailed statue, more colors that really pop, and a really cool base. That's something I forgot to mention. The base is important. The base is just plain, and there's nothing wrong with it. Just wish there was more to the base, which I'll show you in a bit what I'm referring to. But nonetheless, though, here we have Michael Keaton Batman versus Dawnbreaker. Here we have the Michael Keaton Batman statue next to a DC Multiverse Riddler from the Batman movie statue. As I mentioned about the base itself, look at the base difference. One is like an image from like a photographic image of a scene from a movie or some sort, but this one is just the base. And I wish McFarlane can incorporate this kind of base compared to this. I get it, it's just plain looking. I'm sure it's more affordable, but I just prefer something like this. It can just really pop some more. It's very subtle. It's just literally a piece of wood on here and something else in the back. Looks like it's rocks. Again, very subtle, but it just looks good, and it like almost encapsulates a part of the movie in a statue form, if that makes any sense. And also, too, I mentioned articulation. This one has none. This one does have articulation. Very subtle, not a whole lot, but it's something, right? So it's very subtle, but again, it's something. It gives it more to it, which is fine. I'm not expecting this to have any articulation, but just wish it had articulation. Here we have another statue by Todd McFarlane. This is from the DC Direct line. This is from Black Adam from the Black Adam movie wave, and of course, Michael Keaton Batman with the Michael Keaton, not Michael Keaton movie, but the Flash movie, in the Michael Keaton Man in the Batman, Michael Keaton Batman in the Flash movie. Wow, what a tongue twister! Just showing you how they look side by side. And in terms of the base wise, I think the basis for DC Direct, I think it's fine. I like how this is actually painted and it has a logo on there from either the movie or the character. And I wish McFarlane did something like this here as well too. So if he's going to include something like this, maybe include on the name or the story. But it is what it is. So I'm just showing you how Black Adam looks standing next to Michael Keaton Batman. Here we have the Batman Hush blue costume and of course Batman Michael Keaton. Both look good. As mentioned with the Riddler, I'm going to say this one again. This is a DC Multiverse statue and it has some articulation. See that? Not a whole lot, but it's some. As mentioned, I wish this kind of had a little bit of articulation. It doesn't. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And as you can see here, the bases, they're there. As I mentioned before, as I mentioned again, I wish it had something different in terms of the base. I think that's a missed opportunity. I don't hate it or anything. I get it. It's just plain looking statue, which is fine, but just if you did it with Riddler, how come we can't do it with these Batman? But nonetheless, so here we have Batman from the Flash movie and Batman from the Hush story. Here we have, for shits and giggles, we have Batman, the statue for Michael Keaton, and of course, Joker Titan from the Mega Fig DC Multiverse. Well, this is from the Arkham Asylum, I believe, story or game, I should say. And just showing you how a Mega Fig, aka the King Mega Fig, standing next to Michael Keaton Batman. And a common question is, which was better for $40, a figure or a statue? Well, it really comes down to you in terms of your preference choice. If you're going to display something like in a nice display case, I would definitely go for the statue, because you usually get a better sculpture design and more better paint. But if you're going to be posing it and so forth, I would probably go more for the figure itself. So there's that. So it really depends on your usage, or not usage, but what you're going to do with it. If you're going to have a display like in a nice display case, definitely go for the statue. Or if you want to have a certain look, of course you want to get the figure. But nonetheless, so just showing you for shits and giggles, a Mega Fig Joker standing next to Batman statue. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree with this statue? Do you plan to purchase the statue? Leave it in the comment section below. As always, make sure you hit the subscribe button to not support channel, but to keep up to date and watch videos like this. This includes an overview of the Batman statue, the 12-inch one. This is from the Flash movie wave, and on to the next one.